Have you ever tried to guess someone's age just by looking at them? What if one tiny detail could reveal the truth instantly? Stay with me till the end, because every mystery in this story will test your brain, and only sharp viewers solve them all. Meet Gemma. She is not an ordinary girl. Gemma is a real mermaid living deep in the Atlantic Ocean with her family. One day, she looked at her sisters and wondered something interesting. Who is the youngest sister? All the sisters looked almost the same. They had shining tails and happy smiles. But there was a hidden clue. Their granny mermaid had many starfish on her tail. Each starfish showed 1 year of life. That was the secret. Gemma looked carefully at every sister. One had 22 starfish, another had 18. But one mermaid had only 15 starfish. That small detail solved the mystery. The second mermaid was the youngest because she was 15 years old. Later that day, Gemma went to a big mermaid party. Music echoed through the ocean. Colorful fish swam around like dancing lights. Everything looked perfect, or maybe not. Gemma noticed something strange. Among all the mermaids, one guest looked different. Everyone had beautiful tails, except one creature. A shark was pretending to be a mermaid. The imposter had been discovered. The next morning, Gemma visited her mother Fiona's jewelry store. Fiona owned a cute one-story shop filled with pearls and shiny treasures. But something was wrong. The most expensive pearl necklace was missing. Fiona called the underwater police immediately. Detective Fisher arrived and began asking questions. Fiona said she closed the store at 10 p.m. and the necklace was still there. There were 3 suspects. The shop owner next door said he closed at 8 and went home. The guard said he was patrolling another floor during the night. The cleaning lady said she finished work early and rushed home for her husband's birthday party. The detective listened carefully. Then he smiled. The guard was lying. Fiona's shop had only 1 floor. There was no other floor to patrol. The mystery was solved. Later, Gemma swam near the ocean surface with dolphins. Suddenly, she saw 2 men in danger. Nick was in a wooden boat filling with water. Rick was in a damaged inflatable boat, and a shark was nearby. Gemma made a quick decision. She saved Rick first because his boat could sink any second. Then she helped Nick and brought both men safely to shore. Nick secretly took Gemma's picture with his phone. Gemma asked him to delete it because mermaids wanted to stay hidden. Nick agreed but gave her a riddle first. He said, "Salty water everywhere but no sea in sight." What is it? Gemma thought for a moment. The answer was tears. Rick was impressed. He asked Gemma on a date and she said yes, but there was one problem. Gemma needed human legs to go on land. So she visited a mysterious sea witch. The witch's door was locked. A note said she must find the key first. Gemma searched carefully and found the hidden key nearby. Inside, another door waited with a riddle. What has 88 keys but cannot open a door? Gemma smiled. The answer was a piano. The witch offered a deal. Solve 1 more riddle and get the potion for free. Gemma listened closely and solved it quickly. The answer was half. The witch handed her a glowing potion. Gemma drank it, and magic surrounded her. Her tail disappeared and she became human for 24 hours. Now she needed to choose a path to meet Rick. One path led through vampires, another through toxic flowers, and the third through a forest that canceled magic. Gemma chose the vampire path because it was daytime. The vampires would be asleep. Gemma and Rick finally met at a restaurant called 3 Mermaids. Strangely, there were only 2 mermaid statues outside. The owner kept it that way on purpose. People noticed the mistake, walked inside to tell him, and often stayed for lunch. They escaped and hid inside an old castle during the rain. Inside were ghosts everywhere. Counting carefully, Gemma found 7 ghosts hiding in the room. The castle owner showed them a painting he claimed was from the 16th century. But Rick noticed a plastic cup inside the artwork. Plastic didn't exist back then. The owner was lying again. When they tried to leave, 3 dangerous doors appeared. One had fire, one had snakes, and one led to a black hole. Gemma chose the fire door because water nearby could put out the flames safely. Time was running out. Gemma's spell was ending. Suddenly, the witch appeared again and gave one final riddle. How can you poke a balloon without popping it? Rick solved it instantly. Let the air out first. The witch smiled and turned Gemma into a human forever. Together, Gemma and Rick began a new life full of adventure, mystery, and love. So tell me, how many riddles did you solve before the answers appeared? If you solved most of them, your detective brain is stronger than you think.